Rejection. What is rejection? When I think of rejection, I think of self-rejection, the denial of self. Because there's all different types of perspective in life. Yeah, you could think about it when somebody rejects you. You could think about when a job doesn't mess with you and somebody that you like don't fuck with you. But let's talk about the real rejection. Let's talk about the rejection that's not existential, but the internal rejection itself. Let's talk about the deciding not to get to know yourself, to understand yourself. Let's talk about the necessity for balance in life and the lack thereof. When I think about rejection, I think about, am I doing what's in my best benefit? I think about, is my perspective in life and is the things that I'm going through and the direction that I'm going to equal what I wanted to equal? You know, I was having a conversation earlier about the seeds that you plant. You know, a lot of people say, you know, karma this, karma that, you know, what goes around comes around and this, that, and the third. But, you know, you got to take it a little deeper to understand that, you know, if you don't put in good karma, if you don't make practice, like if you don't perfectly practice, then your practice won't make perfect, because you could practice a bad way and only thing that's going to happen is going to get worse. You could do anything in life and have a negative outcome. You have to strive for your positive outcome. You have to do the work to get the positive outcome. And that's the same thing within yourself. If you want to get the positivity in life, if you want to overcome and reach to the next level in life, you have to reach the next level in self, in growth. You can't reject yourself. What they say, treat yourself, don't beat yourself. I'm in it to win it. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of people aren't in it for self-winning. You see, you think you are, but in reality, you're not. In reality, you're fighting everything and chasing everything that takes you away from who you are, because you're going towards what you want to be, who you think you need to be. But in reality, it's so far from who you are inside, you lose yourself. That's why they say, you know, you chase money, you lose your soul. Because who are you at the end? When you worried about so much things in this world and you never look inside, who are you going to become? Who is the person inside of you? Who is that little girl or that little boy that really is you? Because at the end of the day, we all come from something. We all experience something. And we all need to face what we experience, that trauma, that baggage, that mental health. We all need to face that. We can't reject it. Because like poison, when you reject it, that gangrene, what it do? It kill you. Motherfuckers go crazy all day, every day. Why? Because they sweeping shit under the rug. They rejecting themselves. They putting themselves in a position where they think, okay, I'm going to live a whole new life. I don't have to face it. I'm going to act like it don't exist. But guess what? That monkey on your back ain't going nowhere. Guess what? It's still right here with you. Why? You can't run from yourself, buddy. Next time you find a situation in which you could leave yourself behind and come back to find you, let me know. Because that's the day you're going to be able to reject yourself and have a better situation. But butts believe, only a fool would do the same thing and expect different results. If you do better, if you know better, you do better. In order to do better, you got to change what you've done. And that means you can't reject yourself continuously. Because if you keep doing that, you always going to have the negativity in life. You always going to be in a perspective in which things ain't never looking good. When are you going to be optimistic? When are you going to reach healing? When are you even going to start healing? Like, come on, let's be serious here. A lot of people got traumas. They got baggage and things that they carry for decades, their whole lifetime. And why? What's the point? If you brought it up to the person who hurt you, they didn't forgot about your punk ass. That shit don't affect them. Just because it's harming you don't mean it's harming them. Just because you thinking about it and you dwelling on it don't mean it's doing it to the others. You see, perspective is a singular thing. It's a singular disposition. You don't share it with nobody. So at the end of the day, it's the healing that you got to do within yourself that's going to help you. What they say, you got to forgive within yourself and not necessarily expect the forgiveness of others, because you can't reject yourself. Sometimes it's not about what other people see or what they think. It's about how you feel on the inside. And that's what you got to close your eyes and sleep with at night. That's what you got to dwell with in the morning when you wake up. That's who you going to carry with you throughout the day, yourself. So why reject yourself? Why not focus and put your mind and your perspective and all that time you got in being in everybody else's business? Why don't you put it in your own business? I bet that shit ain't easy, but it's worth it. Because when you take your mind off of them and you put your mind on him, on yourself, that's when you going to win. That's when you going to prosper. That's when you going to take whatever your situation is to the next level. And you'll realize that when you do that and you continuously do that, stress will start to wash off of you. Things will start to get easy to you and feel lighter to you because you don't carry the weight of all that bullshit on your conscience. And that's a thing. You people wear it on their psyche. They keep it in the recess of their mind, and it just be sitting there dwelling like a little plant in the ground, a weed. It grow fruit, it grow all type of shit. And it just be sitting there. And motherfuckers don't even understand why they stress to a certain degree. It'll be going on you for so long, you will be like, damn, I don't even know what life is without it at this point. But it is one. And it's a better one. But it's upon you to want it. It's upon you to say, you know what? I'm not going to keep on trying to fix other people's problems. Let me fix my own. Let me focus on myself. Let me quit rejecting myself and start to really invest in myself. Invest in my wealth. Invest in my health. Because at the end of the day, they all is one and the same. And they start within.